Today, the Fed interest rate hike decision is here. This will be very important for the Bitcoin price, but it will be very important to know what exactly will be happening with the Bitcoin price because of this. A lot of people are thinking we are going to be crashing straight towards the downside because the Fed is having a 85% chance that we are actually going to be increasing our interest rates with 25 basis points. And of course, this is pretty bearish for the Bitcoin markets, but it is already priced in towards the Bitcoin charts because of course the whole market already knows that there is an 85% chance that we will actually be getting this rate hike. Okay, so all Bitcoin investors are actually already front running the market and are already selling their Bitcoin, and that is what caused this dump towards the downside, which we already expected for a few days already. So yeah, we have absolutely beautifully called this Bitcoin dump that happened already 2 days ago, and right now we are still trading below this support level, which is right now resistance, and you can clearly see that we are having a hard time to once again climb above this previous support, which is right now resistance. Okay, so this is definitely a level that we want to be climbing above in the very short term in order to flip bullish. Okay, and for the longer term, before talking about exactly how I'm going to be trading the Fed meeting, because well, even though these rate hikes are probably already priced in towards the market, we do still have this FOMC meeting, and this FOMC meeting will be most important. This one right here will cause some major volatility that we have been expecting. Okay, but first of all, having a look in towards the longer term charts. Well, of course, we are still building this resistance level and we are getting rejection after rejection. Okay, still for the longer term, I want to be getting above this resistance and then I'm going to be flipping bullish. But also on the other side, well, we are also building this support level right here. And in this scenario that we are going to be breaking below this support level, well, then I'm going to be flipping bearish. Because also what we can be seeing is a head and shoulders being formed right here. And this is a very bearish Bitcoin structure that we are currently forming. And also this support and resistance is currently squeezing us in towards this symmetrical triangle. And well, whenever this symmetrical triangle will either break towards the upside or towards the downside, well, I'm going to be also flipping bullish or bearish. Okay, very important to keep in mind. And if we will be breaking out towards the upside, by the way, well, my target would be at about this resistance level right here that we are going to be having a look in towards, which at the time of breaking out will be at about the 33k or 34k, but I'll be updating you guys exactly about the exact price targets whenever we will actually break out towards the upside, and whenever we will be breaking towards the downside, well, I'm going to be having a look in towards this 25k level, which is going to be our next level of support. Having a look into our volume profile indicator, well, no volume has been traded between these ranges, which means that whenever we will be breaking below this level, well, we are going to be falling down very quick towards the 25k level because no volume has been traded in between these ranges and there is no support between these ranges. So, well, this FOMC meeting will be very important because it will probably be the last rate hike decision of 25 basis points before once again cutting our rates. So we can be seeing that the Fed is starting to pivot, which is going to be very important for the Bitcoin price, because whenever we will be having our Bitcoin halving in 2024, well, we want also interest rates to be as low as possible, because that way, well, a lot of money is able to flow again in towards the Bitcoin market. So that will be very important for Bitcoin to have the interest rates as low as possible. So right now what we can be seeing is that probably this rate hike decision will be causing the last 25 basis point rate hike before once again stopping with the rate hikes, and then in the end of this year once again starting to cut the interest rates towards the downside. Okay, so now when you know that, well, it will be very important to watch what will be said during the FOMC meeting. Because if Jerome Powell is going to be saying, all right, we are right on track and we can be starting to cut the interest rates at the end of this year once again, well, that would be very bullish for the Bitcoin market. But if Jerome Powell is going to be saying that more interest rate hikes are necessary in order to fight the inflation, well, in that case, it's going to be very, very bearish for the Bitcoin market. And in that case, well, we could even break the support levels. And well, whenever we would break this support level, the TA of course still applies. And in that scenario, well, I would think the 25k level is going to get reached. So I'll keep your eyes out on the FOMC meeting, because this will be the most important indicator if we are either going to be seeing a pump or a dump happening during this meeting. Okay, and the most important thing to look at is if Jerome Powell is going to be having a very bearish tonality or a very bullish tonality. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And if you do want to be staying up to date, I will be updating you guys exactly about what's going to be happening during the FOMC meeting. So be sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date. And guys, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning. And guys, bye bye.